Hello, students. A very good morning to you all. Today, proceeding further with the topic of our history, we have completed with two topics, that is ancient period and medieval period. As you all know, that India has a glorious past, okay, a wonderful history going back about 5,000 years ago. We saw that the ancient period, okay, the ancient period which lasted for around from 2500 BCE to 1100, it is 500 CE. Okay, then we saw the medieval period from 700 CE to 1750 CE, and today we are going to do the modern period. Okay, modern period started from 1750 CE onwards. You all were asking CE and BCE. Okay, BCE is before Christ era and CE is Christ era. Now in ancient period we saw a beautiful civilization took place near river Indus called Indus Valley Civilization. It is also known as the Harappan civilization. Why? Because Harappa was the first city that was discovered from this civilization. Another important city was Mohenjo-daro. Okay, Mohenjo-daro was another important city discovered in this region. Okay, now this region stretched from northwestern India to present day Pakistan today. These all things we did. Okay, it was expected by you to read the chapter, that is page 78 79 carefully. Okay, in the medieval period, okay, by the end of the 7th century, the rulers of Central Asia, they were attracted towards the wealth of Indian kingdoms. So Muhammad of Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori, they attacked the kingdoms in India and looted the riches. After that, Qutbuddin Aibak, the ruler of North India, he founded a new empire called Delhi Sultanate. Okay, this was founded by Qutbuddin Aibak. The rulers that were followed by him were Iltutmish, Razia Sultan, Balban, and Alauddin Khilji. Okay, and after that we talked in the last video about Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb was the last important ruler of the Mughal dynasty. I repeat, Aurangzeb was the last ruler of Mughal dynasty. Okay. Now today we shall discuss about the modern period. I repeat, modern period is the period which we are dwelling in. It started from 1750 CE onwards. We are in 2020. Okay. During the Mughal period, during the Mughal period, European trading companies had started coming to India. The decline of Mughal rule helped these companies to become more powerful. These Mughal rulers, they were not united, they were fighting among themselves, and these foreigners took the advantage of their decline of rule and they became more powerful. They started fighting against each other to gain more power. The French, the Portuguese, and the Dutch were all finally defeated by British. See how many foreign companies, European trading companies came to India. Actually, they came to India for doing trade. Trade means business. Okay, the French people came, the Portuguese came, the Dutch came, and they all, fought among themselves, and Britishers defeated everyone, and they became the rulers in 1757. I repeat, in 1757 CE, the British defeated the Nawab of Bengal. Okay, now see, after fighting with all the foreigners, those who came, Now they are, trying to lay their rule. They fought with the ruler of Bengal. Okay, he was Siraj Ud-Dawla and became the rulers of Bengal. These Britishers, they defeated Siraj Ud-Dawla and became the rulers of Bengal. The British who had come to India as traders, I repeat, the Britishers, those who have come to India for trading, doing business, now gradually started taking part in administration of the country. Administration means how to run the country. These people started taking interest in that. It was none of their business, but see, because Indian rulers were not united, these Britishers took the advantage. Okay, they started taking part in administration of the country. They soon brought almost whole of India under their control. Okay, first of all, the Britishers defeated Nawab of Bengal, that is Siraj Ud-Dawla, and became the rulers of Bengal. After that, Britishers who had come for trading, they started taking interest in administration. Administration means the government running our country. Okay, these foreigners interfered in that matter also. They soon brought almost whole India under their control. See, they defeated one after the other everyone and brought whole India under their control. Now, India was under their Britishers' control. The British brought new ideas to our country. They started bringing their ideas and implementing their own policies. Okay, now look at what they did. They built roads and railway lines. They built roads and railway lines. However, the British also exploited, I repeat, the British also exploited the people of India, which made them very unhappy. To exploit means to treat somebody very badly to get what you want. Okay, exploit means to treat someone very badly and get our work done. Okay, that is called exploitation. Means I get much work done and I pay very less. That way these Britishers were exploiting the Indians, okay, which made them very unhappy. Indians were very unhappy with the Britishers. In 1857, I repeat, in 1857, see when they had come, they came in 1757. Britishers came in 1757. They started ruling our country. Now, in 1857, there was a great revolt against the British. Indians, they got together and revolt. They brought the revolt against the Britishers. Means they didn't wanted Britishers anymore ruling our country. But this revolt was crushed and the Queen of England began to rule the Indian Empire. Okay, in 1857, when Indians tried to revolt against Britishers, they crushed the matter, and then Queen of England became the started ruling the Indian Empire. See, this happened after 100 years. Now see, many educated Indians, I repeat, many educated Indians formed political organizations to free India from British rule. Now these educated people, they got together, they made certain decisions, they formed political organizations, that is groups, to make India free from the British rule, because it was very difficult for them to survive. Okay, they were exploited means they were being made to work like slaves. Okay, they were getting work done and not even paying. And the treatment which Britishers were doing with Indians was very, they were ill treating the Indians. These Britishers, they became the rulers and treated Indians very badly. So many educated Indians, they made groups, they formed organizations to free India from the British rule. The Indian National Congress. I repeat, the Indian National Congress was an important organization that led the Indian freedom struggle. Indian Congress is a very old political party. Okay, still it is there. Okay, nowadays it is not the ruling party but Congress party is there. Okay, we have BJP, the ruling party. Now, Indian National Congress, which was important organization that led the Indian freedom struggle. Now here, the painting that is shown on page number 81 of your textbook. It is the painting showing the battle between the rebels and the British forces during the revolt of 1857. Now, Mahatma Gandhi was the most popular leader of the freedom movement. Mahatma Gandhi was the most popular leader of the freedom movement. He organized a number of movements to force the Britishers to leave India. He used peaceful methods. He used peaceful methods of protest. He used peaceful methods of protest such as Satyagraha, which was based on the principles of truth and non-violence. Gandhiji was the most important leader of the freedom movement, and the Indian National Congress was the important organization that led the Indian freedom struggle. They got together the educated people. Why? To free India. Okay, this political party was formed in 1857. Okay, 1857 the revolt took place. After that, educated people got together. Okay, and in that Mahatma Gandhi became the leader. He took the initiative. He organized a number of movements to force Britishers to leave India. But for this he did not, do violence. He used peaceful methods of protest such as Satyagraha, which was based on the principles of truth and non-violence. After a lot of struggle, I repeat, after a lot of struggle and the loss of many lives, India finally became independent country free from foreign rule on 15th August 1947. See, Britishers ruled our country almost 200. See how they came. They came in 1757 and they ruled till 1947. A period of 190 years. Just imagine 2 centuries. Okay, 200 years. A pretty long period. Okay, Indians survived. Their survival was getting difficult. So they started revolution, that is movement of freedom struggle. Okay, freedom movements were started, educated people got together to free India. Now let's recall, okay, the three periods that we discussed: ancient period, medieval period, and the modern period. Okay, and finally India became free on 15th August 1947. Now let's recall the important points that we studied, because it is very important. Certain things may be related to fill in the blanks, true, false, match. Okay, this is all that we studied. The Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization developed in northwestern India and present day Pakistan. I repeat, the Indus Valley Civilization developed in northwestern India and present day Pakistan. Around 1500 BCE, the Indo-Aryans came to India from Central Asia. We saw that they came to India from Central Asia. They were called Indo-Aryans. Okay, they drove away the people who were already living in the North India, and they themselves settled there. Then the Indo-Aryans formed a number of Janapadas. Janapadas are nothing but small kingdoms in North India. Magadh became the most powerful of these Janapadas. After that, we saw the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, Delhi Sultanate was a new empire formed by Qutbuddin Aibak. The Delhi Sultanate and the Mughal Empire were very powerful empires in India. After the Mughals, the British began ruling India, but the Indians were unhappy under them because the British exploited the Indians. I explained you the meaning of exploited. Exploited means to make someone work forcefully or to treat someone badly to get our work done. Okay, nowadays many servants, they are still exploited, or small children are exploited by getting work done in some places. They are made to work and then paid very less. That is called to get exploited. Indians started a movement. Indians started a movement to gain freedom from British rule. Mahatma Gandhi was the most important leader of this movement. And finally, India became free. I repeat, India became free from British rule on 15th August 1947. So these are the important points that we discussed in this chapter. Now you have to read the chapter twice, maybe thrice. It is not necessary that everyone understands everything at the first go. So try to read carefully, and exercises given on page number 82. Question 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, fill in the blanks, match the following, true or false, choose the correct answer. After reading the chapter, try to fill in the exercises, that is question 1 to 4 in textbook. I say try. Answers will be discussed in the next video. If your answer is incorrect, there are always chances to do the correction. But I would suggest, if you try out on your own, it will be a very good exercise for you. Question answers will be discussed in the next video. Okay. So homework for today, after watching the video, page 82, question 1 to 4 to be done in the textbook. Okay. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Take care.